Männer, es war ein langer Krieg. Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft. Seid eine besondere Truppe, die ineinander.
Hey everyone, this is the Hydra Hut, and this is both a sad and wonderful day. So yesterday, we saw the release of Cable 154. This is the final cable that is being done by Jon Malin and Ed Brisson. Man, why does everybody have to show up at work when I'm busy? Out here in the parking lot just trying to do a review and there's people crowding around. Anyway, so this is the last of the cable run that's being done by Ed Brisson and Jon Malin. In my opinion, this was one of the best action comics out by Marvel. Seeing Malin and Brisson go away is going to be extremely sad. Malin is based. I highly recommend checking out his YouTube, his Twitter, his Patreon. His art is very 90s, which I like. A lot of people consider that art to be from a problematic time, but that's just ridiculous. Art's not problematic. The people are, and he's not. Ed Brisson is a great writer. He's been doing Old Man Logan and a lot of other stuff. When I found out that him and Malin were leaving, I threw a little tantrum on Twitter, and Ed Brisson himself actually told me that he recommended the people that are taking over, and the reason he's leaving is because he wanted to work on his passion project, and he finally got an opportunity to, so he took that. And I can't hold that against him. Anyway, this is the wrap-up of the Newer Mutants by those guys. It's started at issue 150, goes to 154. If you haven't been reading it, you should go back and check it out. I don't know if they'll be doing a trade paperback of it, but I really liked it. I don't like this. Stop putting advertisements on your freaking comic. This is a comic, not a magazine. Of course, we get a nice little cover telling us what's been going on in the last couple of issues. And then we immediately dive right into the story. So, I don't want to get too much into this, but basically, if you haven't been reading this, the Immortals have been fighting with each other. One of them has been killing off the others and taking their power, which is making him even stronger. The newer X-Men join up with Selene, one of the Immortals who had previously attempted the same procedure. She gave up because the power was too much for her and she just couldn't handle it. This new guy, though, he likes the power. He's going to do it. We see a lot of mutants that we don't get to see that often. We got Shatterstar, got Blink, Longshot, X-23, who actually looks hot in this comic, which is great. Armor, Dupe, and this here's Selene. Really, I think he does a good job on all the characters. I'm not super familiar with Blink, so I don't know how he handles her. He went kind of unique on the costume, and there was actually a lot of drama over it, but she's like one of the cooler characters in this particular book. The final fight is fantastic. Big fan. Lots of action in this. Don't just jump to 154, though. Definitely start at 150 and read it from start to finish. You'll be happy. So, I feel like covering the last one's probably a bad decision, just because I don't want to give up too many spoilers or anything. But if you guys haven't been following Jon Malin, he caught a lot of flack over a cover he did for, I think it was 153, where Blink had an impressive rack, but it was too much for SJW Marvel, so the editors basically went through and changed it to fix what they considered to be wrong. So, I will say this story does have a good, happy ending. It's got a lot of twists, plot turns. Really don't know what else to say that's probably hasn't already been said by 100 other reviewers. So, there's a digital code, of course. I'm going to give that away if I can get this off of here. Left-handed. Fuck up my fucking comic. All right, guys. Digital code. It's marvel.com/redeem. First one gets it. And I'm not going to go over too much more of the book. So, yeah. Really sad to see Ed Brisson leaving. I don't think Jon Malin will be doing any more comics for Marvel. He caught a bunch of flack when he was working on Thunderbolts because his art was problematic. Caught a bunch of flack when he was working on Cable because he refused to change the breasts on Blink, which is pretty freaking ridiculous in modern times when SJWs and feminists are bitching about breasts being too big and too exposed when they'll turn around and go out, tear off their clothes, write slut all over their body, and just fucking act like a bunch of children in public. But God forbid you draw a fake character with some cleavage. That's sick and wrong. Because I forgot to mention who the colorist was. That's Jesus Aburtov with Federico Blee for the colorist. I don't know why they needed two. I couldn't tell that there was different colors throughout it, so good job, you guys, in staying uniform. Look at that. All right. Thanks for watching the review. Sorry I was so short. Sorry I was so rambling. Definitely check out Cable. I'm sorry I can't remember the names of the new authors or what books they've previously worked on. It was some indie title that I'd never heard of. When I looked it up, it didn't look interesting. The cover, though, cover for next issue is going to be sweet, gang. So this is the cover for 155. I think it looks pretty alright. But Marvel's good at fooling us with covers, so we'll see what happens. Hail Hydra, baby.